It was a pretty big deal. The town was growing, and introducing mass transit would definitely help the economy. Well, something happened in the tunnels. As you can see in the pictures, no one knows for sure who or what did it. There were survivors, but none of them could explain it. There was a police investigation, and the FBI got involved, but no one ever came to a solid conclusion. Then, over the next couple of weeks, other weird things started happening. There were multiple police reports that described disappearances and violent crimes. Vehicle of destruction. What kind of crimes? Anton Taylor, 087. I don't really know. The stuff I was reading is kind of vague at that point. Vehicle of destruction. Well, what about the high school? Anton Taylor, 087. I was just getting to that. As you know, there was a fire in the high school. What you probably didn't know is that it was burned down on purpose. They found an accelerant in the library. Evidence of arson. Plus, neighbors reported what they think may have been gunshots. Vehicle of destruction. Why would someone burn down a high school? Anton Taylor, 087. As with everything else, nobody knows. Vehicle of destruction. That's kind of creepy. Anton Taylor, 087. Yeah, well, after that, the weird shit stopped. But Kettle Creek never recovered from the blow. The local papers called it the Curse of Kettle Creek. Not really an appropriate name, but it stuck. People started moving away because of the curse, or because they'd lost loved ones in the fire. And the local economy collapsed. Before you knew it, Kettle Creek was a ghost town. Or at least until recently. A group of rich investors who obviously think enough time has passed have started pumping money back into the town, resurrecting it, so to speak. And that's why we're going to do the final safety inspections on the old high school, so they can reopen it to the public. Vehicle of destruction. Why would anyone even want to live in that town? Anton Taylor, 087. Well, I mean, come on. That was 30 years ago. There's no real curse. It's just a string of weird coincidences. Then, after a moment, he added, "You're not scared, are you, Rob?" Vehicle of destruction. No, of course not. No, he wasn't scared. He was terrified. He'd been through Kettle Creek once or twice before in his lifetime, and the place had always given him the creeps. But he just thought it was because it was so empty. But that story, that wasn't some campfire story. It all really happened. The two men in those photos were really dead. Rob couldn't explain it, but the idea of going into that place, it made him sick. Anton Taylor, 087. Good. I, for one, can't wait to see it. I mean, I know it's just going to look like a new high school, but the place just has so much history. Vehicle of destruction. Yeah, it's going to be cool, he pretended to agree. But in his head, all he could imagine was those pictures of the twisted bodies. When he tried to imagine what could do that to a human being, his mind just created a faceless horror. He felt his heart rate quicken. Anton Taylor, 087. I can't wait to get into the basement of that place. Vehicle of destruction. Why? Anton Taylor, 087. Well, the school was completely rebuilt on the foundation of the old one, so the basement is from the original structure. Rob thought he could definitely pass on going into the basement. Anton Taylor, 087. I'll bet you one of those ghost hunter shows got into the basement. Their equipment would go crazy. Vehicle destruction. Yeah, probably. Hey, listen, I'm going to take off. I'll talk to you later, man. Anton Taylor, 087. Okay, talk to you later. Rob signed off. He'd had enough of this ghost story shit. He found himself pacing and thinking about it just the same. This was stupid. He didn't believe in ghosts. He needed to put this out of his mind, so he turned on the TV and flipped through the channels until he found something harmless to watch. Within a couple of minutes, he was already feeling better. There was nothing to fear from an abandoned school, and he felt foolish for letting his imagination make demons out of shadows. You've been listening to Ambuscade, Book 1 of The Pain Chaser, written and performed by Patrick E. Malloy. If you like what you've heard, you can buy your own copy of the book at www.patrickemolloy.com. That's Patrick, the letter E, Molloy. All music for this production was written and performed by Raymond Jelly. And I'd also like to personally thank fellow writer-podcaster Nathan Lowell for all his help in getting this production started. Until next time, enjoy the nightmares.